Hi, I'm glad to see you again today. In this episode, I'm giving you my top 10 Marvel movies from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you're interested what I think in depth about these movies, go check out the older episodes where I talk about each and every phase and rank the movies within the three phases of the Thanos saga. But in this episode, I'm giving you my top 10 from the Thanos saga. So let's start this list with a banger. On place 10, we have Thor Ragnarok from 2017. Again, this movie has awesome colors. It's funny. I love the story. I love the characters. We get to see the Hulk a little bit more. Lots of action, lots of comedy. We have Jeff Goldblum in here and so many other great actors. It's such a cool movie and I like it. So far from all the Thor movies, it's my favorite. And I can't wait for Thor 4, Love and Thunder. But so far, Thor Ragnarok from 2017 is my favorite Thor. Again, such a great ride from start to finish. And I love the soundtrack, it's awesome. I love the colors again. And yeah, I love the story where everything leads up to from the three Thor movies and where all the characters are going. Yeah, such a great movie. On place number 9, we have Ant-Man from 2015. And this is like a smaller scaled movie. We have the introduction of Ant-Man, played by Paul Rudd. It's an origin story. It has so many awesome, hilarious, hysterical moments. I love the humor and the writing. I think Edgar Wright was one of the creative minds behind this movie, and you really can tell. I'm a fan of his, so this movie is amazing. Again, it's a smaller scaled movie, but it tells the story, the origin story of Ant-Man, and I really love it. We have Michael Douglas in here as Hank Pym. And yeah, I really enjoyed Ant-Man. So far, it's one of my favorite Marvel movies. Let's go to place number 8. We have Iron Man from 2008, which was the first Marvel movie in the cinematic universe. And it's such an amazing origin story as Ant-Man. But we have Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark and Iron Man. And he was born for this role. It's such a perfect fit. We have Jeff Bridges as the villain in this movie. He's amazing. And yeah, it's Gwyneth Paltrow. We have so many cool supporting actors here. The story is amazing. It's one of the best superhero origin stories out there. And again, the start for the MCU. And still to this day, one of the best Marvel movies, in my opinion. Next up on this list, we have The Avengers from 2011. And from phase 1, we had 6 movies. This was the last movie in phase 1. And all 5 movies prior to The Avengers were building up characters and we're leading up to this moment. And this movie still to this day is one of the best Marvel movies in my opinion. We have Loki as the villain, played by Tom Hiddleston, such a great actor, and I love the character of Loki. And again, all the characters they introduced throughout 5 movies and throughout several years, everything, the whole story was leading up to this moment. Again, lots of humor, great action, and yeah, a perfect story. I love this movie so much. Next up, we have on place number 6, Doctor Strange from 2016, another origin story. We have Benedict Cumberbatch playing Doctor Stephen Strange. Such a great introduction of his character. I didn't know anything about him before, first watching the movie. And Benedict Cumberbatch is doing an amazing job. We have a really cool origin story and an interesting character. An interesting story. We have great other actors in here. Tilda Swinton, she's amazing in this. And what I love about this is they bend time and realities. They go into different dimensions, and it's a movie for your mind. And it's an awesome. It looks awesome. The CGI in this movie is off the chart. They're doing a great job. And Doctor Strange, to this day, I think is one of my favorite Marvel movies. Such an important movie for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I can't wait for Doctor Strange 2, which should come out, I think, next year. So, yeah, this is our place number 6. On place number 5, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 from 2017. The Guardians movies, as with Doctor Strange, I didn't know anything about them. I think lots of people didn't. But I love the 2 Guardians movies. They are one of my favorites because they're balancing, again, humor, great storytelling, interesting characters. They introduce lots of new characters here. I love the music. It's off the chart. Great cast. Again, interesting characters, an awesome story, lots of vibrant colors, amazing CGI. It's not an Earthbound movie, but it goes into space on other planets. Different alien races, and it's really interesting. You want to find out more, and this is really a universe building movie. So the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are my favorites. And on place 5 we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Next up on place 4 we have Spider-Man Homecoming from 2017. Spider-Man got introduced in the MCU a little bit earlier, which is one of my absolute favorite moments in the MCU. And he finally got his own movie. And luckily, I thought it wasn't an origin story, because we have so many origin stories already of this character and of other really famous superheroes already. And this kind of feels like a second movie. We already had the origin of Spider-Man off camera, and this is like his first adventure, which I really, really liked and welcomed. And yeah, I love the coming of age stuff in this movie. Again, I love the humor. It's great writing, interesting characters. I loved Michael Keaton as the villain Vulture in this movie. The dad talk scene between Michael Keaton and Tom Holland, the Spider-Man actor and Peter Parker actor. This scene was amazing. I really loved it. And it's a smaller scaled movie, lots of coming of age stuff and humor, and not really important maybe for the whole MCU, but still really enjoyable, and from start to finish, a great movie. One of my favorites, and I think my favorite Spider-Man movie so far. I can't wait for the third Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. But yeah. On place number 3 we have Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one from 2014. What I said for the second one, I think both are almost equally good. I enjoy them. They introduced new characters, Chris Pratt, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper is in here, Bautista is in here, so many awesome actors in the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie. We have lots of pop culture stuff. I don't want to give away too much. We have Kurt Russell in the second movie. He's one of my favorite 80s actors, and he's so awesome. In the first movie also, so many cameos, so many great moments, and I love the Guardians movies. There again, the CGI is amazing. The balancing between action and humor and storytelling is just off the chart. I love these great movies in itself, and really important movies for the MCU. On place 2 we have Avengers Infinity War from 2018. All the 80s movies that came prior were building up to this moment. They introduced the 6 Infinity Stones throughout these 19 movies. And every movie was leading up to this one moment, Infinity War. For me, it's the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The actors are doing a great job. The CGI is perfect. The music, the storytelling. Every time I watch it, it has me on the edge of the seat. I really love it. It's one of the best superhero movies out there so far. And again, for me, it's a 10 out of 10. Everything that they were building up over a decade within 18 movies came together in this one movie. Thanos trying to get his hands on the Infinity Stones, not knowing which character will perish and which will survive and what will happen next. That was just awesome, and still to this day one of my favorites. My favorite on place 1 is Avengers Endgame from 2019. Such a perfect ending, like I said with Infinity War. I think these two movies kind of belong together. It's one big movie that they split into 2 parts. But again, everything comes together. It's the perfect ending for the 3 phases, the whole Thanos saga. It's so thrilling, so exciting to watch. After Infinity War, you have so many questions. What has happened next? How will they resolve this problem? How is this going to turn out? And you're sitting there and you just suck it in an Endgame. And it's an amazing ending. I love it. It's my favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, and a perfect ending for over a decade work and introducing of characters on worlds. Earthbound as other worlds out in space. Such a great universe that they created there, and Endgame really is the best. It's a 10 out of 10 and I love it. So this is my top 10 Marvel movies from the first saga, the Thanos saga, the first 3 phases. We have Thor Ragnarok from 2017 on place 10. On place 9 we have AntMan 2015. Then we have Iron Man from 2008 on place 8. On place 7 we have The Avengers. On place 6 Doctor Strange. On place 5 we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. On place 4 Spider-Man Homecoming from 2017. Guardians of the Galaxy from 2014 is on place number 3. And then we have Avengers Infinity War on place number 2. And Avengers Endgame on place number 1. This is my top 10. I would love to find out what your top 10 Marvel movies are, so let me know that. I would love to read that and maybe talk to you about your favorite movies. I just started phase 4, so I'm really excited. Nobody really knows where this is going. Can they top what they created with the first 3 phases, the Thanos saga? I'm really eager to find out. Again, I just started phase 4 and so far I'm having a blast. It's great. I think what they created here with the Marvel movies is something really that is unprecedented. It's really amazing. Everything builds up on top of each other. They're taking risks, which you don't see a lot nowadays, which is awesome. And yeah, it's great storytelling. It's more than just people in spandex jumping across the street or across the screen. It's drama, tragedy, it's comedy in a perfect, balanced way. It's great storytelling, great character development, awesome soundtrack, and yeah, just a great ride from beginning to end. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I see you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.